Judge Torres has officially made her ruling in the Ripple versus the SEC case, and it is huge for the XRP community and XRP holders. So make sure you guys tune in all the way to the end of this video to find out all the details. Hey guys, it's Ryan with Big Dog Investing. Thank you guys for tuning into my channel. If you guys could do a couple of things for me, if you guys can go ahead and like, comment, subscribe to my channel if you guys have not done so already. Click the bell notification down below so YouTube can send you guys notifications whenever I release videos. Watch my videos all the way to the end. And if you guys could, share my videos and share my channel with anyone. I'm trying to grow my channel as much as I can, and I definitely need your guys' help in doing so. Getting started, today's going to be Thursday, July 13th. The total market cap for all cryptocurrency right now is $1.26 trillion. This is a 6.37% increase on the day today. On the Fear and Greed Index, we are at a 58. We are neutral. Again, no financial advice. But I do see us moving into the greed section, and that's only because with the decision made in the Ripple versus the SEC case by the judge, it's going to set a precedent for all future court cases that might be brought. Bitcoin right now is currently trading at $31,487, Ethereum $1,990, and XRP right now at 82.66 cents. On our biggest gainers and losers right now, XRP is up 75.9%, XLM is going to be up 65.2%, and ADA Cardano is going to be up 18.6%. Ripple posted on their Twitter and said, XRP is not a security. This is from Judge Torres. This victory for Ripple is a win for the entire industry and a step forward for regulatory clarity in the United States. A huge thank you to Brad Garlinghouse, Chris Larson, and Stuart Alderati for their leadership and the XRP community for their continued support. And again, this has been a over 2.5 year battle that's been going on right now. And we finally got the decision that we've all been wanting for, and also the decision that's been well deserved, because we did not think that XRP was considered a security. If you guys want to, you guys can read the Dropbox right here. James K. Filan, he's one of the lawyers on Twitter. He has a Dropbox with the decision. It's 34 pages long. It's really hard to read for a lot of your average individuals. I read through, and there was a lot that got confusing to me. But luckily, we have a lot of lawyers on Twitter who break this down. Between James K. Filan, Meta Lawman, Jeremy Hogan, and John Deaton, a huge thank you and a shout out to you guys for everything that you guys do. But James K. Filan comes out and says, this to me is the most important part of the decision. Programmatic sales are not securities. And because a programmatic buyer stood in the same shoes as a secondary market purchaser, secondary market sales are not investment contracts, which means they're not securities. So in the order, it says, having considered the economic reality of programmatic sales, the court concludes that the undisputed record does not establish the third Howey prong. Programmatic buyers could not reasonably expect the same. Indeed, Ripple's programmatic sales were blind bid/ask transactions, and programmatic buyers could not have known if their payments of money went to Ripple or any other seller of XRP. Since 2017, Ripple's programmatic sales represented less than 1% of the global XRP trading volume. The vast majority of individuals who purchased XRP from digital asset exchanges did not invest their money in Ripple at all. An institutional buyer knowingly purchased XRP directly from Ripple pursuant to a contract, but the economic reality is that a programmatic buyer stood in the same shoes as secondary market purchasers who did not know to whom or what it was paying its money. However, the inquiry is an objective and one focusing on the promises and offers made to investors. It is not a search for the precise motivation of each individual participant. Here in the record establishes with the response to programmatic sales, Ripple did not make any promises or offers because Ripple did not know who was buying the XRP, and the purchasers did not know who was selling it. In fact, many programmatic buyers were unaware of Ripple's existence. And I 100% agree with that. I've talked to a couple people here on Twitter and Twitter Spaces and just around. They like XRP. They bought XRP tokens, but they did not know that Ripple was a company. So Meta Lawman says this is a huge win for Larson, Garlinghouse, and XRP. Number one, while the court rules that some Ripple's institutional sales of XRP were investment contracts and thus the sale of unregistered securities, that's going to be going to trial. So James K. Filan says the court shall issue a separate order setting a trial date and related pretrial deadlines in due course. But overall, all other XRP sales are not considered securities. Ripple sales of XRP to programmatic buyers through exchanges to anonymous buyers were not investment contracts. So those are the sales to me and you. Ripple other distributions of XRP to employees as compensation to third parties to develop applications, or XRP Ledger are not investment contracts. Larson and Garlinghouse sales of XRP are not investment contracts either. And this was really interesting too, in my opinion, because Jed McCaleb, who was actually one of the founders of the XRP token, also was not listed in this lawsuit at all. So that's how I couldn't see Larson and Garlinghouse getting in trouble for it. Jeremy Hogan says, wow, congratulations to my friends. What I see from a first read through. Number one, Judge Torres ended up splitting the baby. Yes, she finds the sales of which the buyers bought XRP directly from Ripple were sales of securities, and that amount is alleged to be $728 million. Number two, she finds that the programmatic sales do not satisfy the third prong of Howey, which is no reasonable expectation of profit. Congrats to you, 75K XRP holders and Deaton. And that's about $757 million worth. Ripple wins that. She finds other sales were just not really sales. Number three, and do not meet the first prong of Howey, and that amounts to about 300 million, and Ripple wins that. She does not adopt the investment contract requires a contract test, although in a weird way she does. Ripple loses that. Number five, she does not allow the FND to proceed to trial. Ripple loses. As expected, the individual defendants' issues will go to trial, so we'll see what happens with that. She does not address secondary market sales, but per this order, most of the XRP out in the world are not securities, and so with a fungible token, it's not logically possible. That and only one XRP token is inherently a security. Therefore, a secondary market sales are not unlawful sales. Tell me if you guys disagree. And the next page is the last, I promise. In conclusion, congrats to you. Ripple will appeal probably, but it will absolutely survive. This is what I love about the law. The judge arrived about where we thought and hoped, but she took a different route than expected. Thanks for going on this journey with me. So hopefully he'll do one more last ride. He has a YouTube channel called Legal Briefs where he's talked about this court case several times over the last 2.5 years. I hope to see a victory video from Jeremy Hogan and his channel Legal Briefs. John Deaton says right here, I said at the beginning of the case, we got lucky getting Judge Torres and Judge Netburn. And I 100% agree with this. And in about an hour, Deaton live tonight on Crypto Law for YouTube. So if you guys are watching this video right now at 6 o'clock Eastern time, which is 3 p.m. my time, they're going to be going into detail about this ruling. And it's kind of great. I'm going to look forward to watching that video. But breaking, the SEC responds to Fox Business with a statement on today's ruling. So this is the SEC's response to Fox when they asked about what their stance was on it. Of course, they're going to try to play the offense. They say, we are pleased that the court found that XRP tokens were not XRP tokens were offered and sold by Ripple as investment contracts in violation of the securities laws in certain circumstances. So they had to throw that out there in certain circumstances, and that's just the very initial offerings. And they're going to go to trial for that. We'll see what happens. But overall, the secondary sales and all the other programmatic buyers and giving out the XRP tokens to employees and stuff like that, and people who are building on the XRP ledger, those are not securities. The court agreed with the SEC that the Howey test governs the securities analysis of crypto transactions and rejected Ripple's made-up test, even though the judge ruled that they don't actually go after Howey, especially in the third prong for programmatic sales. And rejected Ripple's made-up test as to what constitutes an investment contract, instead emphasizing that Howey and subsequent cases have held that a variety of tangible and intangible assets can serve as the subject of an investment contract. Further, the court rejected Ripple's fair notice argument, noting that the Howey test is clear and that claiming ignorance is not a defense to violating the securities laws. Will continue to view this decision. In my opinion, they're just trying to basically make themselves look like they have some sort of ground to stand on. They completely lost, and obviously the token price is showing that. King Solomon, if you guys don't know him, he's been following a lot of this also. And this one was just really funny to me, and that's why I posted it. But it says, look like XRP woke up today and chose violence because it drastically went up in a green candle. Brad Garlinghouse says, seeing some confusion on the court's decision means, here's a recap from our legal eagle, Stuart Alderati. So Stuart Alderati breaks this down, and he's probably the best one to do it because he's the one that's been fighting the case for Ripple against the SEC. So Stuart Alderati says, a huge win today. As a matter of law, XRP is not a security. Also, as a matter of law, sales on exchanges are not securities. Sales by executives are not securities. Other XRP distributions to developers, to charities, and to employees are not securities. The only thing the court found that constitutes an investment contract is past direct sales to institutional clients. There will be a further court proceedings only on these institutional sales per court's order. My absolute gratitude to the team that have been working tirelessly on this matter for over the years. The judge's decision affirms so much of what this industry is fighting for and shows that the SEC does not have unbound jurisdiction over crypto. Maybe we can now start a rational conversation about crypto regulation in this country, and I 100% agree with this. And from this was really awesome to see, but this should have been done a long time ago. But Paul Grewal comes out and says, we've read through, and if you guys don't know, he's the chief legal officer over at Coinbase. He says, we've read Judge Torres' thoughtful decision. We've carefully reviewed our analysis. It's time to relist. So Coinbase assets, Coinbase comes out and says, Coinbase will relist trading for XRP on the XRP network. Do not send this asset over other networks. Your funds may be lost. Transfers this asset remain available on Coinbase and Coinbase Exchange in the regions where trading is supported. Page 15, XRP as a digital token is not in and of itself a contract, transaction, or scheme that embodies the Howey requirements of an investment contract. Page 25, Ripple's programmatic sales on digital asset exchanges do not constitute the offer and sale of an investment contract. So good on Coinbase, good on Paul Grewal and Brian Armstrong for actually relisting. You guys should have never have delisted, in my opinion, in the first place. Now, the last thing that I want to point out is from the CEO at Ripple, and he comes out and says the most important part of this ruling, XRP as a digital token is not in and of itself a contract, transaction, or scheme that embodies the Howey requirement of an investment contract. This is now a matter of law, and it's not up for trial, and I 100% agree with this. Thank you guys for tuning in all the way into this video. Congrats to you guys, and thank you guys. If you guys can't invest with a big dog, stay on the porch. Thank you guys, and have a good one.